ever since I got into horror movies, one of the things I've really been into is the kind of weird grindhouse, culty, 80s slasher subgenre, whose mainstays, of course, are the Halloween or the Nightmare on Elm Street or the Friday the 13th collections. But what I was really into was sort of the lesser knowns. Maybe not say lesser knowns, the more grindhouse, schlocky, exploitative type ones. And nobody's quite as exploitive as shoestring budget schlock legend Roger Corman. In the 80s, Roger Corman released quite a few slasher movies, but they had one particular thing that kind of set them apart on the video shelf from the other movies, and they were blank massacre movies. And that would, of course, be your Slumber Party Massacre and your Sorority House Massacre. Those are some of the movies that me as a little kid always wanted to see, for the violence. Sure, that's the reason. And it's actually one of the very first things I got on DVD when I really got into DVD. I've actually got the collection right over here, if I can get it off the shelf, titled the Massacre Collection, starting with, of course, Slumber Party Massacre, Slumber Party Massacre 2, Slumber Party Massacre 3, and then Sorority House Massacre and Sorority House Massacre 2. These being top-tier schlock titles. I've, of course, gone through and done some upgrades. I've got the Slumber Party Massacre on Blu-ray now, and the same thing with Sorority House Massacre on Blu-ray. Now, I haven't had a chance to get Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, even though it's been on my wish list for quite some time. Now, unfortunately, around mid-2018, this particular title went quietly out of print and shot up in value to around the $100 to $150 range. At any given time, you'll be able to pick up one of this two-set for either $100 to $150. Now, there are some auctions I see go up on eBay that close in the $70 to $90 range, just depending on who bids. But for the most part, if you're looking for a buy it now, you're looking at least $100, sometimes more. And me being a notorious cheapskate, that's just the price that I can't stomach. And that's where this mystery seller on eBay comes in. There is a seller on eBay from South America who routinely has Summer Party Massacre 2 and 3 on Blu-ray for just $30 plus shipping. There are a couple red flags. One is every time he sells one, he lists another one. Does he have a pallet of these? Is he just making them? Another red flag is in the picture on the listing, it is shrink wrapped as opposed to factory sealed. Are these returned to vendors that he's selling? There's a lot of possibilities. I looked at this guy's feedback and he had 100%, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And that's what we're doing today. We're playing Is It Boutique or Bootleg?
I paid $17 for this intro song.
That sucked. And that song was absolutely not made for that, but I paid $17 for it, so I'm gonna use it. Here is the package in question, and let's go open it up. And here it is. As I said before, I blacked out some of my personal information, but otherwise, this is pretty much exactly how I got it. International Economy from Rio de Janeiro. I quite liked this right here. We declare that the imported film contains no obscene or immoral matter, nor any matter advocating or urging treason or insurrection against the United States or forcible resistance to any law in the United States, nor any threat to take the life or inflict a bodily harm of any persons in the United States. That is such a weird thing to include with your auction. So this has been a little beat up. I'm a little worried. But hey, who knows if it's even real? Guess we'll find out, right? Oh, it's been x-rayed too. Okay, let's get in here. And I think I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut right there. Gently, gently, at an angle. Watch the fingers. Does seem to have sufficient bubble wrap. All right, here's the big reveal. Is this real or is it a bootleg? Jeez, how much? Oh, I could have just done that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get there. Eventually, we're gonna get there. Eventually, we're gonna get there. Okay, So unlike the one in the auction, this one does seem to have the factory seal on it. It's not... Hold on, I'm just taking a second to look at it here. I'm noticing that the quality is not good on this at all. The colors don't look right. I don't know. This is looking to be bootleg at this point. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look at some of my other Scream Factory releases, but I don't think they use this kind of Blu-ray case. Look at that big old scratch on that there. Okay. Oh, this is, oh, yeah, there it is. Burnt. Gonna have to go on, and the cover, it's one of those sticked-on covers. Gonna have to go on and ask for a refund here. That's disappointing. Kind of had guessed at that price point. There it is. Don't buy the Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3 from Brazil. You will get a bootleg. Not an amazing one either. Alright, we're back, and unfortunately, yes, it is a bootleg. I've got the original Slumber Party Massacre here to throw up next to it. You can already tell, maybe you can from the video, that the quality of the printing is just not quite as good. The finer details are not there. The disc obviously have this glossy sticker on top, where of course the main collection does not. It is matte to the touch as opposed to glossy. Also, we've got, you know, double-sided printing. We don't have that here. Let's look at an actual disc. Here is our pressed Blu-ray from Scream Factory, and of course here is our burnt Blu-ray that we got from this auction. Pretty easily and immediately identifiable what's going on here. I'm gonna flicker these back and forth a little bit so you can see. This is obviously much darker. You can see where the data is burnt up to, and that there's nothing else left on the disc for that little segment. That does not typically show up in a pressed disc. It'll be uniform all the way across. And there we go. Too good to be true. It was too good to be true. Bootleg. I recommend staying away from this seller, and I will be putting in for a refund for this trash. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, have a great day.